What's happening, guys? How we doing?
It's like there's always a point in camp where Jaden kind of flips the switch a little bit.
Yeah.
Turns it on. Was today that day?
I thought he was really good today. I think you're right in what you saw there. I think his previous two practices, he was really good too, though. It was kind of building the last two practices. And then I think today, no question, I think you're right. I think he had his best day, best command at the line of scrimmage. No silly pre-snap issues, anything like that. Took care of the ball really well. Got the ball down the field, some big plays and things like that. Made great decisions was the biggest thing for us. And was very decisive with the football today. So we were really happy with it.
Is him struggling, is that maybe a sign of him struggling or a sign of the defense getting better?
I think our defense is definitely presenting quite a challenge. You know, they're bigger, they're faster, they're more connected. Their communication is better on that side of the ball. So it's made us have to step our game up, to be quite honest with you. They've done a nice job so far. We always talk about it from our aspect of controlling what we can. You know, there was some stuff early on in camp, just snap issues on the ground, you know, just silly stuff early in camp that we've been able to clean up, which has been good. But for us, it's always about making good, quick decisions with the football, regardless. And if you do that, it really shouldn't matter. You know, that's what we always tell our guys. It's like you're kind of going on air, so to speak, you know, in your mind. But our defense has definitely stepped it up. There's no question about it.
Do you think for Jaden it's a matter of just another year under the system in the playbook because the decision seems sharper and a little bit quicker than last season?
100%. It's exactly what we hoped and thought it would be. Just being around him in the meeting rooms and talking ball with him. He's so much more now in command, you know, and we always talk about owning his position, you know, owning his job, ownership of playing the quarterback position. I think you're seeing that right now. And Noah's doing the same thing. You know, both those guys being in year two, now you're just so much more advanced in what you can talk about. When you're trying to correct things, it's not an avalanche of things where you're trying to just, you know, tread water, so to speak. Now you're really precise in what you're trying to correct, and you can come out here and work on it.
Jimmy, what do you like about the crispness that Noah has on his mid-range passes?
For Noah, you know, it always goes back. We talk to these guys all the time about their drop, you know, their feet, and when their drop is, you know, based on whatever play it is. If it calls for quick game footwork, if it calls for 3-step with a plant, 3-step with a hitch from the gun, whatever it is, that should tell you when the ball should come out, you know, and throwing the ball on time. It's been a big thing that we focused on all off season, really, and talked to our guys about, and he's doing a great job of that. And when it comes out, he's obviously got good natural skills in terms of his release, his, you know, quick release. He's tight, compact in the pocket and things like that. So he's making great decisions. I think he's just being really confident right now, and Jaden's doing the same thing. That's why you see the ball coming out the way it is, you know, with quick decisions and nice and precise in the passing game. And the receivers are doing a great job too, I might say. You know, it also falls on them being where they need to be when they need to be there, you know, and making sure the field is spaced properly. It all ties in, right? I mean, it's the protection, it's the backs doing what they need to do, tight ends, it's all positions. But we're pleased with where we are. We're not there by any means, but we're pleased with it.
What are the keys, I guess, to proper technique when your guys get to that dead arm portion of the camp?
For our technique, I mean, it's really just understanding the concept that we have called in the passing game. Obviously, having good ball security and making great decisions with that, but just kind of knowing what correlates and knowing, you know, what's the down and distance. You know, where are you at on the football field? Are you in the red zone? Are you on the 18-yard line versus the 10-yard line? Are you in the big field? And you got to know all those things and how it correlates to the concept that we have called and how it fits into their job. And again, it all ties in. You know, being in year two, I think they understand they're doing a great job with it.
Clearly, you guys have a good situation going with your 1 and 2 quarterback, Braden Dorman, highly talented coming in.
Yeah.
Having the time to learn and experience college life, how do you think he's transitioned from spring to?
He's doing a great job. He's doing a great job for where he is right now in his career. You know, still definitely in the learning phase of it. But he's a bright kid. He's a really sharp kid, and he's able to kind of correct things pretty quickly and retain the information, which is something that we always look for in recruiting and coaching, just guys that can retain the coaching. And it's not like 50 First Dates, you know, you've seen the movie, where you're kind of, you know, all right, we're covering this again, you know what I mean? So they're doing a great job with that, of just kind of retaining that information and coming out here and executing better.
Would you say that's the biggest hurdle freshman quarterbacks, mostly in terms of just retaining that information.
Oh, for sure. And I've told you guys before. I mean, we put a lot on their plates. They're running an NFL system, NFL style checks and passing game concepts. The volume of what we put on their plate. So to be able to take the coaching in the classroom and bring it out here is really a huge part for them in developing, where you're not correcting the same mistakes over and over and over again. So that's a big part of it.
Why do you think
out of AJ Jones during this camp?
I think AJ's had a couple really, really good days. I've been really proud and happy to see him playing with some confidence. He's always had the talent, and for a young player, especially a receiver, to start to have that confidence is so big, and you don't see the mental errors and things like that. And he's playing so well and confident right now, and that's why you see him catching the ball better. He's making some plays. He's showing up right now for us, no question.
Why do you think T-Max going into this year kind of underrated? Because he wasn't on the Bolitnikoff award watch list. Is that surprising to you?
You know, I mean, yeah, it is surprising to me.
One more question.
But, our job is to keep, obviously he's a great player. We're going to put him in position to make plays. There's no doubt about it. He's coming out here doing the work every single day, but the preseason's a preseason, obviously, and we want to make sure at the end of the year, he's on all those lists, if not winning those awards. So it's a big thing for him. Yep. Question, BC? Yeah.
Can we run the ball?
You got to run the damn ball.
there we go.
Okay, that's what you have to do.
When you watch the film, any defensive backs or linebackers, anyone that back seven, kind of consistently jump out to you like, hey, that guy's made a big leap. He's always in the right spot. Or
I mean, I think Prysock is so good back there. I think he's so great football instincts, great FBI back there, football intelligence, and obviously the physical gifts that he has, being a 6'3" corner. That's also very smart and instinctual back there. Like, he's a really good player right now. You see the safeties on the back end, IT and Dalton, all those guys in the back end communicating. Tacario's doing a great job. Even G7 today showed up making some plays. He's a really good player. And again, it's iron sharpening iron. We love it because our secondary right now is a challenge to go against. It makes us be on our A game every single day. But you see those guys showing up. Yeah, it's good to see.
all right, that's our time.
All right, thank you guys. Yep, appreciate you.